Okay, so welcome to this video tutorials where I want to show you practical illustrations of how to use the support and the resistance tool. Alright, so of course you already know what the support and resistance is, so I'll just go straight into how to draw it and how to use it. Now, before I begin to explain how to use the support and resistance, you need to understand that you are not allowed to use the support or the resistance in isolation. What do I mean? You need to wait for, or you need to use other confirmations. At least use 3 confirmations, and the most important confirmations I want you to learn how to use is the liquidity sweep entry model. Once you can factor in that particular entry model with other of these support and resistance trend line, you'll be able to make good trading decision. Okay, so I just wanted to say that so you have it at the back of your mind that you should not trade the support and resistance in isolation, no matter how tempting they are. Do not trade it in isolation. Okay, so now how do you draw your support and resistance? You need to first of all identify key areas of value. Right, so once you identify at least 2 key areas of value, you connect them, and then you've gotten your support and your resistance. Right, so looking at this particular place, I want to study this particular structure to see if I can analyze or predict what is going to happen in the market in future time. So this is my first area of value for my support. This is one here, this is another one, this is another. So alone, this particular place is already giving me a support vibe. All right, I'm just going to bring my tool, and then I'm going to connect it. All right, so then this is my support. Okay, so some you can decide to actually make it like this here. So this is my support now. So I'm using this particular area, this particular area, this particular area, this particular area to draw my support. Okay, so I'm just going to try and see if I can get my resistance. So for my resistance now, I already have one area here. Right, since I don't have another area now, I'm just going to wait for the market to probably get to see if the market is going to give me another reaction around this particular area, and then I'm going to take it. Right, but then there are some expert traders that they might not need to wait for at least 2 confirmations. They are just going to go ahead and use this particular one confirmation to draw their resistance. Right, but then if you're just starting out now, it is most advisable that you wait for at least 2 confirmations for you to get your resistance or your support or resistance. All right, so let us play the market to see if we can get a reaction at that particular region. All right, so you can see I am playing the market. All right, so look at what happened there. All right, so look at what happened there now. The market has actually come up here, and what it has reacted there. So you can see the market actually came down here, bounced back, went up, came back here, went up again, came back here, went up again, and it has come back here. So you can see that this particular region is acting as a strong support, right? While we have had one area of value and the second area of value. So this particular place now becomes our resistance. So all we need to do is to get our tool, and then we connect it, right? So let me connect it so you can see. Okay, so this is me connecting it now, right? So I have connected it now. So now using the knowledge of support and resistance now. Okay, sorry. All right, so since I know that, okay, this is my support and my resistance now. Right, since I know that this is my support now, since I know that, okay, this is my support, this is my resistance, and then this is my support now, right? Ideally now, what it means is that how you trade this support or resistance is that you buy at the support or you sell at the resistance. All right, so let us just give it a try now. Since I've identified my support now, so I'm expecting that the market comes down here. I'm going to place a buy order, right? Because I'm expecting that from here the market is going to go up, and then when the market gets to this particular region, I'm going to place a sell order that the market is going to come down. All right, so let us just try it and see what is going to happen. So I'm going to bring my position tool, and I'm going to say, okay, when the market comes down here, I'm going to enter a long trade. My stop loss is going to be at this particular region, right? Let me put my 2% stop loss, right? So my stop loss is going to be at that particular region, and then of course, since I know that this is my resistance too, I can now place my resistance at this particular region too, right? So you can see now. So I'm just giving now. You can decide to place. No, let me go one at a time, right? So this is it here now. So you can see now that the market has already triggered the resistance. So now I'm expecting the market to come down here to trigger my support, and then to go back to the resistance. All right, so let us see if that's what's going to happen in the market. All right, so you can see we have played the market now. You can see how the market came down. Let me just adjust this thing. That's totally triggered. Okay, but let me just show it. You can see what happened there. The market only came down, triggered our entry, and now is going directly in profit. All right, so let's play the market to see. So now, since we know that the market has triggered my support and is going back to the resistance, we now have the knowledge that once we get to our resistance here, we need to enter a short position. All right, so I'm going to go and place a short position on my Binance. Okay, so I'm going to place it here, and I'm going to say I'm going to short the market. Like I told you, you short the market to see 2% stop loss. Okay, so this is it here, right? So this is it here now. So let us play the market and see what is going to happen. So the idea is from here I enter the market, I'm going to exit here. If it comes down, then from here I'm going to enter another trade to come down. Then from here I'm going to go up until when I now see a sign of weakness, that I said maybe when I see the market is actually going to go up like this, or probably is going to break this particular one. But for the meantime now, I'm just going to be trading the idea of what support and resistance. All right, so let us see what is going to happen in the market. Okay, so look at it here. All right, so you can see the market is playing out neatly. Okay, can you see what just happened now? All right, so this trade now has actually triggered. Now this particular trade now has closed in profit. You can see it here, it has closed in this particular place in profit, and you can see that this particular trade is the same. So this one has triggered too. All right, so let's just let me shift it. This one too has triggered, right? So let me shift it now. You can see that this one now has triggered too. So this one now is already a win. Okay, sorry, this trade is already a win. So this particular one has triggered. Let's now see if it's going to go in profit, right? So let us play the market. You can see how it's neatly going in profit. So now since we already have the resistance now, this one now going down now, so we already have the knowledge. Okay, this is the support too. If the thing getting now, we can enter a long position, right? So what are we going to do in this particular case now? We're now going to enter a long position. So we're now going to place a long order on our Binance or on our exchange, right? I will place the trade like this. Okay, this is how you 2% stop. You can see that I always use a fixed percentage stop loss, right? So you can see that from here. Let's play the market and see what is going to happen. Okay, are you seeing what is happening now? So you can see that this particular one has actually you can see that in this particular place now, this one has closed in profit. Look at it, it has closed in profit. You can see it has come down here, it has closed in profit. Okay, so let us see this one, and then this one has this one has triggered. Let's now see if this one is going to go in profit or not. Okay, so let us play the market and see. Okay, now can you see what is happening? Can you see what is happening? Can you see it? All right, so let us now, beautiful. Can you now see what's happening now? Right, so you can see that I'm able to now. This is me being able. I just use just the knowledge of support and resistance to place this trade, and you can see how it is going neatly in profit. Right now, this does not mean that I will begin to use only support and resistance. No, it's just on very few occasions that if you use only support and resistance, you're going to get a good entry or a good trade opportunity. But most of the time, if you don't get other confirmations, you end up putting yourself in deep trouble. Like I told you, the most fundamental knowledge you need to know in technical analysis is support and resistance. Forget all of those big technologies. If you know me by now, you know that I'm not a big fan of big technology. I love to make things simple and short. Alright, so now we can also decide to short from here now. So you can see the market has gotten to our resistance. We can decide to just bring up our short position to and short the market from here to down. So this is how you make money using the knowledge of support and resistance too, right? But mind you, you are not supposed to use it in isolation. Do not use it in isolation. Alright, so let us play the market and see what is going to happen. You can see how this one rapidly grew. Now look at what happened here now. See, when it comes to trading, right, you're at liberty to analyze the market, but you're not at liberty to tell it how long or how fast it should play out. Look at this particular case here. This one took time to play out. This one took almost similar time to play out as this particular one. This one took the longest time. From the time it triggered, it took the longest time to get to our take profit. But look at how this one immediately just triggered. Look how it just fell down straight. It just fell down straight up. Like you can see how slim it is. So sometimes, but when you do analysis now, but you are not at liberty to tell the market when to fall or when to rise. You can actually analyze the market to know where it's going to go to, but you cannot tell it when to go. Right, so the movement or the speed at which the market is going to move is independent of you're not in control of it. Your own idea is okay, you don't know say the market will move from here to this particular place, but you cannot talk how fast, or you cannot say how fast the market is going to move. So you can see in this particular case now, the market moved very fast, while in this particular case it moved a bit it moved a bit slowly. I think this was the one that took the most time here, but at the end of the day we still made our profit. You can see it here, we still made our profit. So this is just a typical example of how you use the knowledge of support and resistance through trade, right? So you can also see, when we're talking about the areas of support flip to resistance, right? I'm going to give you guys an instance now. So you're going to also see an instance of where the support flip to the resistance here, right? So this is it here. Let me play the market so you can see something from the market for yourself. All right, so you can see what's happening in the market here now. All right, now look at what happened here now. Now when I say support flip to the resistance, so in this particular case now, right, the support is about to flip to the resistance. right? The support is about to get broken. Okay, so let me show you something. All right, so this is it, beautiful. Right, so this is it now. This is our support. So you can see where the price was. Now this is one indication. Whenever you see the market coming to a part, either the support or the resistance, and it begins to consolidate, have to the back of your mind that the moment price is consolidating at the support or the resistance, it means that that particular support or resistance is about to break. Right, so you can see the moment the market was consolidating here, then it broke out here. So remember when I was talking about the support flip to the resistance or the resistance flip to support. So in this particular case now, since this support has broken now, that's broken here, right? That's broken here, right? The next thing you're expecting is for the what? For this particular place now, which was the previous support, to turn to the resistance, because the market will now rally upward here, retest it, and what? And go down. Right? So now as a trader now, you can now come and place your what? Place your entry here. Place your short position to here. You can come and place your short position to here. Alright? You can come and place your short position to here, and then you now short the market too. So this is how it is going to go. Let's see what will happen. Okay, you can see this is more like a missed entry, right? You can see I see the market was going to, but then this is how it is. I'll still leave this particular trade, right? Because I know that the market will surely what? Come down here, retest it. So now you can see now it has not turned the what? It has not turned to the support has not turned to the what? To the resistance, because we're expecting something like this to break out and then it's going to go like this. So you can see that so this is more like the flip. All right, so this is just all about support and resistance. I hope it was helpful to you and you're able to get one or two things from it. See you in the other tutorial videos.